Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review and demo on the GHD Glide hot brush. Originally I was very skeptical on if this was actually going to work, but I've been using it for about a week or so now and I've been absolutely loving it. So I'm going to show you guys how I use it on my hair and give you guys a bit of an overview of my thoughts. So first things first, here is the GHD Glide brush. As you can see it right here, it's just got obviously some bristles, the hot plate which is underneath these bristles right here, and then obviously there's a power button, and you pretty much just hold it down for a few seconds, and then it will start to flash to show you that it is heating up, and then when it's just the light stays on, that means it's fully heated and ready to go. So I'll just turn that one off for a minute. There we go, just like that. And yeah, and it's got a little rubber bit here, so obviously when you're resting it down on the table it doesn't burn things, but I still just like to use a heat mat just to be safe. But yeah, so that's the brush. That's the size of it compared to my head. I don't know if my head's a good but yeah, that's the brush. And here is the box that it came in, so I'm just going to read you guys a little bit of information about what it does and all that kind of stuff. So it says a GHD Glide Professional Hot Brush tames and smooths hair quickly and effortlessly with ceramic technology. And then on the back it says GHD Glide, introducing GHD's first hot brush which tames and smooths dry hair quickly and effortlessly, your perfect partner for second day styling. And it goes, roll out of bed and be ready to wow in no time. Containing ceramic technology and ionizer, you can tame hair easily so you're back to a perfectly styled look in seconds. Healthier second day styling. The heater technology heats to an optimum 185 Celsius styling temperature to guarantee gorgeous, healthier looking locks. Hair balance is restored. The irons eliminate frizz so hair is transformed to perfectly smooth in just a few quick strokes through the hair. Smooth with volume. The combination of high density shorter bristles and longer bristles allow large sections to be styled and leaves salon smooth natural movement. Peace of mind. Sleep mode. Automatically switches off after 60 minutes. Heat up. The button switch light will stop flashing to let you know when it's ready to style. Professional length 2.7 meter cable and 2-year warranty. So that is pretty much all the information on the box. So what I'm going to do is show you guys a little bit of a demo first, and then I'm going to show you my thoughts on how I've been getting along with the brush so far, as I've obviously had it for about a week now and I've used it quite a few times. So let's get straight onto it. So here is my hair just freshly washed straight out of the shower. I've just given it a bit of a blow dry and it's a bit fluffy and a bit frizzy. Most of my curly bits of hair are underneath here, so as you can see there's quite a few bits that are very wavy. There's a bit under here. It's mostly underneath my hair that's got all the kinks in, but these are the bits that I really want to get to. And then just overall my hair is quite fluffy, as you can probably tell. Okay, so I'm going to obviously heat my brush up first. So I'm just going to get that going. Obviously first you want to brush completely through your hair to make sure there's no knots and everything like that, because yeah, it is a brush, but its primary purpose isn't to obviously comb all the knots out. So you want to do that first. I'm just going to use my little tangle teaser here. Is it focusing? There we go. A little rose gold tangle teaser. So I'm just going to brush through and try and get out all the knots. Okay, so I've fully brushed through my hair now and it's all ready to go. So I'm going to pretty much do one side first so I can compare the difference and show you guys what the before and after looks like. So I'm going to pick a side. I'm not sure which side. They're both pretty curly underneath. I think I'll do this side first. So I'll put that side to the back. Obviously with this step, I never really pin my hair back and section it. I just go straight in and do it, but that's obviously I do the same thing with my normal straightener as well, but yeah, that's just what I do. But if you like to section your hair, obviously this is the part where you want to do that, but I'm just going to go straight in. Okay, so there's pretty much 3 different ways that you can use this brush. The first and most simple way is to grab a piece of hair like this And then you just want to add a little bit of tension to the end of the hair, and then you pretty much just glide the brush through the hair, just like that. And then also you can go underneath instead if you want to add a little bit more volume, or I like to also just, when I've finished doing my straightening, just go over it again, just sort of like casually through the hair as if I'm doing a bit of a brush, and that kind of ties it all in together. So let's get straightening. One of the things I've been loving about this brush so far is that it takes so much less time to do your hair. So usually when I straighten my hair with a normal straightener, I'll have to use it with a brush, because I always find I get my hair really tangled up. And obviously, as you guys can see, it is quite long. It goes down to the top of my butt, and it does get very tangled using a regular tong. So I always have to pair it with a brush, and I pretty much just go along and clamp it and pull it down with my brush. And that's kind of a bit annoying because it's an extra step that you kind of don't really want to have to do. Whereas with the Glide, I've found it a lot easier, and I actually don't have to use a brush along with it. All I do is just brush through my hair first to make sure there's no knots with my normal brush, and then after that I don't have to touch the brush again. I can just use this. So obviously it keeps the hair all separated and doesn't get it all tangled, which is really, really good. Saves time for me, and yeah. And it's also really good because you can get quite close to the root and you're not burning yourself, which is really good. I mean, obviously if you held it there for a long time, you're probably going to burn yourself, but you can happily touch your head with the bristles and it's not hurting, which is good because I can get nice and close to the roots and get those little kinky bits straight, which is really good because I always find it's really hard to get close with a normal straightener, so I really like that. I'm going to get into these curly bits. I like how casual it is as well. Like, you really don't have to try. Like, you can really just do it while you're talking. Just really easy. You don't really have to think about it. And it actually makes my hair so soft and so silky as well, which has been really cool. I've got a little knot. Just makes the hair feel so much healthier after you've done it. I've pretty much done this side now. I'm just going to just do a little comb through like this, just quickly. And then I'm pretty much done with this side. It's just so easy. It's actually just honestly so easy. Okay, so here is the difference between the straightened side and the non-straightened side. So as you can clearly tell, this side is really silky, really smooth, and you can see it's all pretty straight. And then this side is the curly side. It's all frizzy, fluffy. And yeah, and you can see all these curly bits underneath here that I've got. That's all there. And then compared to this side, I mean, I know my hair isn't exactly the curliest hair ever, but funny enough, when I actually bought the brush, there was a lady in there having a bit of a trial. The man in the shop was trying it on her hair, and she had quite curly hair. And she was like raving about it. Like, funny enough, she was already in there raving about it before I came in. She was telling me, she's like, oh, you've got to try it. Because I was like sitting there going, oh, that looks cool. Like, your hair looks really good. Obviously, it's working really well. And she's like, yeah, give it a go. Like, try it. And anyway, so then it was my turn. And then the guy put it on my hair. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I need to get it. Yeah, but it really worked so well on her hair. I was actually so impressed because obviously, yeah, like I said, my hair isn't the most curly hair. So obviously a lot of people are kind of questioning, well, would it work on their hair? Because I mean, yeah, it's one thing for it to work on me, but obviously much curlier hair would take a lot more heat power to straighten it. But honestly, I think it'd probably work for you. It worked for her and it looked fantastic. It looked just as straight as mine. And also I've seen a couple of videos online with girls with really curly hair who have used it and had great results. So I'll probably find a couple of those for you and link them in the description box below. So it's helpful for you guys. I wanted to make a really well-rounded review. Obviously I can't really do that not having really curly hair. Obviously I can only show you how it works on my hair. So yeah, I'm just going to link those in the description box below. So if you guys are interested, you can look those up. So now I'm going to go quickly finish the the other side of my hair, and then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of my overall thoughts. So now I've fully finished straightening my hair, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an overview. So this is what it looks like on both sides, and then I'll spin it round to the back, what it looks like at the back. Hopefully I didn't miss a spot, because that would be really awkward, but you can probably tell it's looking super nice, super silky and super shiny. It goes like... So my overall thoughts on the product, is it worth it? Yes, absolutely yes. This is definitely 110% worth it. I was definitely very skeptical about the concept to start with. When I first heard about it, I was like, you know, like, I'm like, yeah, is this actually going to work? Because I just couldn't see how this would be able to get the hair straight. Do you know what I mean? But no, I've been absolutely just blown everything else out of the water completely. So absolutely in love with this. So I'd probably give it a good 10 out of 10, because it's just, I have no words. Like, I really don't. It's just so good. Yeah. So this new brush is pretty much made my old straightener completely redundant now. I'm definitely not going to be probably using it anymore, because this has now taken #1 spot. Which I didn't even know, like, I didn't even think that that would actually happen. I thought I'd probably still use my straightener sometimes if I want like a stronger straighten or more precise, I don't know. But after using it and trialing it, obviously it's just completely demolished my regular straightener. I'm literally like raving to everyone about it that will listen, because I'm a bit of a crazy person when it comes to like finding something really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna put that down because it's like a magic wand. So pretty much some of the main reasons why I prefer the hot brush over a regular straightener is because A, it's quicker. Like I said, I don't have to use my little brush with the straightener when I'm going down my hair. Also, I find that with a normal straightener, when you're clamping down on the hair, I find when you get to the ends, it really does kind of like pull the hair out, and you get little bits of like the split ends breaking off. And even though I try to be careful and go sort of loosen my grip towards the end, I still find it pinches those little bits of hairs off, which never feels good. And obviously I've got really long hair and I really want to look after it, because obviously I've got colored hair and I've got long hair, and I just want to, you know, keep it healthy, and this is definitely contributed to keeping it healthy. So that's really good, because it doesn't pinch on the ends. It feels fantastic. Yeah, I do find there's a slight annoyance with normal straighteners. They're not the most comfortable experience, where the hot brush, it just feels really calming, really relaxing. Even if someone else uses the hot brush on you, I find it doesn't feel like I said, like they're ripping your hair out, really. It just feels like they're just brushing through, and it's just such a nice experience. Another pro is that I love that you can get nice and close to the roots, and you're not going to accidentally burn yourself. Obviously, unless you hold it there for too long, it's going to obviously burn you at some point. But as a whole, I've not burnt myself once with it yet. So I can pretty much go straight to the roots and the bristles touching my hair, and I can drag it right down and no problems at all, which is really good. And along with that, that means I can go right at the back of my head and just do it blind, and I'm not worried about burning myself. And that means I can obviously get, because I have like really kinky sort of waves right at the crown of my head. So being able to do that with the brush and not really think twice about it is really, really good in my books. Also, it seems to make my hair a lot smoother. I'm not quite as frizzy afterwards. And also it makes it feel quite silky and nice, which is pretty amazing, to be honest. I mean, anything like that is definitely a pro in my books. I even compared it when I was trying it with my friend, the normal straightened side to the hot brush straightened side, and it definitely felt a lot smoother and silkier. Like, I was really blown away by it, actually. I was like, oh my god, like that's awesome. Yeah. Another thing that I really like about it is that it seems to get quite a lot of hair done at once. I don't find I seem to miss as many pieces of hair as I usually would. And I think it's probably because it's got a slightly wider plate. But yeah, I find that I don't have to go over it quite as many times to sort of find all those little wavy bits. It seems to sort of get more hair done at once, and seems to be more consistent, which is very good. So yeah, this is like my new love. I just want to tell everyone about it because it just makes me really happy. yeah. So if you're thinking about getting one, definitely give it a go. If you're really worried and you're not 100% confident in it, definitely go and check out a hair house warehouse, which is where I purchased mine, and they can give you a little demo on your hair, and then you can get a bit of an idea if it's going to work for you and if it's something that you're interested in. That's definitely a good idea if you're still on the fence about it. Oh, and I forgot to say, it actually has a really long cable, which is really good. I think it's 2.7 meters long, which is considered to be like salon length, which is really good because you mean like you can't ever have too long of a cable really. So that's also a very good plus. And also as well, hair house warehouse, they do afterpay, so you know what I mean. So if you want to get a little something on afterpay, this is, you know what I mean, like, yeah, that literally convinced me. I was like, okay, I mean, I really want one. I mean, I missed out the first time when it was limited edition and it sold out in like ridiculous amount of time, so I didn't get hold of one. But this time around I was like, I have to get one. And you know, when they said to have afterpay, I was like, yes, we're getting this right now. Like, I have no excuse not to get it. Afterpay is honestly deadly. But it's, you know, it's definitely a good investment, thank God. So I'm very happy with it. Yeah, and I think it cost me about $230 from memory. And as I said, that was from the hair house warehouse. And yeah, so that's pretty much my thoughts on the GHD Glide Hot Brush. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed already, please do if you'd like to see more. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.